Hello, I'm Bryan O'Neal from Coherent, and in this video, I would like to bring to life a simple but important traffic director pattern. You'll remember that the idea of a traffic director is to have an Excel model that makes routing decisions about downstream models that need to be called. And so in our scenario here today, we have a cyber radar over here on the right that has multiple versions, version 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And based on things like the policy effective date or the transaction type, one of those versions of the cyber radar needs to be called. So where do you put the logic that decides that? Well, you may say, I want to put it into my core system, which is fine. You can certainly do that. Or you could put it into Excel right in the middle here with this traffic director model. And the traffic director model is going to make the decisions based on the policy effective date and the transaction type and whatnot about which of the versions of the cyber radar to actually call. So let's take a look at how you'd actually implement this. In this folder, we have two models. Here's the cyber traffic director on the left and then the cyber radar itself on the right. And if we look at the cyber radar, we'll see 5 versions that need to be decided upon. And then the traffic director itself is what you would be integrating with from your admin system or your workbench or whatever it might be. I went ahead and downloaded the traffic director model here, and I want to show it to you. This is a simple stylized template that we're happy to send you to help you get your implementation up and running. The whole point of this traffic director is to arrive at this calculation in cell M71. Where it's saying version to call 0.5. And the way it's arriving at that calculation, let's just trace the precedence here. You're sending in your policy effective date and your transaction type, and it's driving this decision table with several rules, which then ultimately lead to the decision, hey, 0.5.0 is the version we need to call. And if I had passed in a different transaction type or a different, a 2022 policy, it might have chosen version 3 or version 2. So now that we've got that version to call, what we're going to do is drive the X calls to the downstream cyber radar. So let's look briefly at these X calls. So this first one, all I'm doing is calling cyber radar 0.5.0 in blue. And in red, I'm passing in all of the inputs that the cyber radar needs, which I brought in from above here. And then finally, I'm requesting the total premium to come back here. And then in the X call beneath that, I'm really doing the same thing. I'm calling that service 0.5.0. I'm passing in the full set of inputs, but I'm just requesting a different set of outputs. I'm requesting the entire premium table in this case. And importantly, I've tagged up this entire range as X output premium table. And I've tagged up this little cell here as X output total premium. And so the system that's calling the traffic director is going to see these two outputs coming back to it. So that's it. It's a pretty straightforward model that will save you a lot of time in your implementation, and it pushes the business logic back to the business, which is very much the goal of all this. We're happy to coach you through your implementation. We're happy to send you this template if it helps you. Give us a call. Thank you very much.